have to ask you, when it comes to AEW in your career, what's your most favorite moment that you've had in the company?
My most favorite moment in AEW. Oh man, that might be a tough one. I mean, obviously, my favorite matches probably still have to be Hangman Adam Page, which was at Double or Nothing. You know what? Let me just touch on that with Double or Nothing. That does bring a lot of history there with AEW being the big first event. And a lot of people don't know this too. And I don't want it'll be too long of a story, but I was actually supposed to debut at the first Double or Nothing while I was still with Impact as Impact World Champion. It was actually going to come down to me and Adam Page in the Battle Royal. And long story short, I got pulled off of the show an hour beforehand. Then I was
Contract stuff, I'm assuming, just between the companies, or
yeah, and and realistically, I should have been allowed to do it, but I mean,
we'll get into that later. We'll save it
I
for
was
later.
but we'll talk about later. But yeah, so then you fast forward, and then I get to debut the following year at Double or Nothing. I get to win the poker chip. Then I have the match with Hangman Page, which is probably my favorite match I've had in AEW. The year after that, I was not there, but then we returned back to Vegas. Right, so we're home again. It was last year. We're coming back again this year. Yeah, it's our big epicenter, and for it to be in Vegas, and now that I live in Vegas, it's so cool. And being so part of that very first Double or Nothing that weekend, that Starcast, and at the arena and so backstage, it was just such an awesome feeling, and you could feel the big boom, the big shift. So